Hello guys, this is Amritpal Singh. I'm here to present my next video on Apache Flume. Today's the video's topic is Interceptor. Guys, if I talk about the Apache Flume Interceptor, it is the one which has capability to modify or drop the events on the fly, on the go. Let's suppose some events are coming right from some source. I want to modify those events. I want to filter some events, okay, based upon my condition, based upon my requirement. In that case, I'll be using the term interceptor, right? So it's a kind of a filter for us which is helping me in modifying or dropping some events on the go or on the fly. For this particular little demonstration, you can see I've already having this configuration file ready. It's the simplest file we can have, because like if you have gone through the previous videos which I've uploaded in this playlist of Apache Flume, it will be just a walk in the park for you. So in this case, the scenario will be the source will be netcat, channel will be file channel, and the sink will be SDFS. So guys, you can see here like the agent name in this demonstration is agent1, which has three components: R1, K1, C1, means source, sink, channel. As I've already stated, the source is netcat, which is going to generate the events. It is working or it's listening on the port number 5 times 4. And the IP address I'm using for this, it's localhost, right? So if I talk about the sink, guys, in this case the sink is SDFS, and this is the path I'll be using for this. It is the SDFS path, right, which I have to like create on my home location of my Hadoop, because this is the path. Why it is important? Because this is the path which will be containing my filtered events, or my events which has been modified, right? Whatever the condition I'll be supplying over there, right? So my channel is file channel, which I have described later in the bottom of this file, although the sink is SDFS. Guys, and one of my another parameter that I'm specifying here, it's a data stream, the file type. The file type can be of multiple types. It can be a compressed one, it can be a sequence file one, but I'm keeping it data stream, which is uncompressed file. And the right format will be text. The right format, which is like the format which is going to use for writing the data to the SDFS, it will be text. So guys, after this is the section where I'm defining my interceptor. In this case, what's the scenario? Like I'm having some web logs available, okay, on the another file which I can show you. This is the some web or some server logs are available. It is coming, it is just a like a kind of a unstructured data, or maybe a semi-structured data. In this case, I'm having some IP address written in the very left side, okay. So I have to filter some events, okay. My condition will be I have to look for the IP address which is 123.223.223.123. This IP address I don't want. It means I have to exclude this IP address from my this web log. Maybe I'm not interested in that IP address. So for this reason, I'll be using interceptor. My interceptor, I have named it I1. It is of type regex filter. Guys, if I talk about the interceptors, it's of multiple types, right? There are multiple types of interceptors we have. Like it can be a timestamp interceptor, host interceptor, regex extractor interceptor, regex filter interceptor. So here I'm using regex filter. Guys, I hope you all are aware of the term regex. Regex means regular expressions. Okay, for any programming language, it's a very fundamental thing. It's available in JavaScript, it's available in Python. It's available everywhere. So here also we have this regex available, which is called regular expression. So here I'll be using this regex filter to filter out some data. Guys, like in the case of your SQL also, like we have a like operator available, which make use of some wildcard character like percentage or underscore to filter out something, right, or to match some pattern of a string. Similarly, in this case, my regex is this one, because I have to like select that IP address which is coming in my web log or my server log. I have to exclude that. That's the reason I'm using here dot star, and dot star like is a prefix or suffix. It will be finding this pattern, and this pattern will be excluded, because in the next line I have written I1 dot exclude events equal to true. It means that thing will be excluded. It means whatever the answer I'll be getting in my SDFS, it will be excluded that answer. It means that IP address will not be available. That particular line which is carrying this IP address will not be included, right? This is the meaning. So I'm using regex here, right? So guys, as I've already stated that it's not a new thing for any, maybe for Apache Flume, it's available for any programming language. So I'm making use of that regex in my Apache Flume, which is regex_filter. Okay, so as I've already stated that we have a multiple types of regex. So for this particular demonstration, this is the, I guess, like most suitable one. Afterwards, again, I'm having my properties ready for my channel. My channel is of type file. As I guess I have already stated in one of my video that there are multiple type of channels available. One of the type is file. When you want reliability, okay, then make use of file channel, right? Although the default channel that we often use is memory. So in this case, the capacity of a channel is 1000 events, transaction capacity 100 events. Here my checkpoint dir means like here my the checkpoints will be created in this location, which is my home location. Check pt is my folder, which will be created automatically. And data dirs, like whenever this configuration file I'll be executing, these two directories will be created automatically. One of the directory will be containing some temporary data, and one of the directory will be containing some checkpoints will be created on the go, right? Afterwards, we have a write format text, and last I'm just binding my source and sync to the channel. Guys, I've already have explained the meaning of checkpoint and data dir in my previous video also, although I can just like rephrase again. Checkpoint is like I want some states to be saved on the go, because if something happens, I can able to get the things like I can easily revert to that point instead of starting from scratch. And data dir means it generates some temporary files, some files when it got executed, right? So I'm done with this configuration file, right? So everything is ready. I've already have my daemons ready. I can show you, because guys, why this daemons need to be active? Because here we're working with SDFS as a sink. If daemons are not active, this practical will not be will be completed, because obviously my SDFS will not be having that location ready. Okay, first of all, I have to create one directory here, which is of name reg filter. Reg filter, okay, which will be holding my results. Okay, fine. And then guys, this is my logs which I'll be inputting via netcat. Okay, it's ready, so let's do it. So the command is, it is flume-ng agent name is, in my file it is given as agent1, and my file location is home location socket intercept. Done. So if I press enter, okay, you can see that I got a message that it is now ready for netcat. You can see my netcat is now means I can now I'm allowed to make use of netcat, because it's showing that socket address is ready. So let me open another terminal. Don't close this window, guys, it should be open. And here I have to run my netcat. Okay, it's not blinking. So what I'll be doing as a shortcut stuff, I'll be selecting all the web logs, press Ctrl C, and here I'll be pasting. Okay, so I got this. OK means it's got acknowledged, and here you can see something going on, right? So the based upon the data, it is now writing those events on my sink. And mind you that this particular events which is gonna written, it's already been altered, it's already been modified on the go using my interceptor. Let's see that what I got. So I'm expecting that my data will not be having that IP address which I've specified in my file. Okay, let me open here reg filter. Okay, I got multiple files here. Let's see one of the file, like what I got. So one thing will be sure that this file events will not be having that IP address if my configuration file is right. Hadoop fs cat okay guys, just check out, is this the same IP? We have to match here. The IP address was 123.223.223.123, right? Now match with the data which I'm receiving in this location. Here it is, you can see, you can match easily. I guess it's not matching. 123.223.223.123, right? So in this case, although it is starting from 123, but it's not having 223 and 223 in between, right? You can see. So it means my IP address has been now modified, has been altered. Okay, has been like this IP address which I've specified in my configuration file has been denied, right? So this was the meaning of interceptor. So using interceptor, I have filtered my events, I have modified my events on the go or on the fly. I hope guys you must have understood the concept of interceptor. In case if you fail to understand any word, anything which is not understood from this video, guys, please comment for the same, right? Thanks for watching. See you next video.